this is more of a tactical. So I've been talking a lot about concepts and tactics and how today's world, you know, people are so either they are all tactical, and so your tactics are not built on any foundation, so you don't understand why you're getting the results you're getting, and your tactics are also very situational, so they're not resilient. That means they can't adapt, or you can't adapt to continuously close the gap in any scenario, which is what, the whole purpose is. I can get results in any situation because not only do I have the tactics, but more importantly, I have the concepts, right? The concepts is the understanding of why things work, the high level concepts. And so nowadays people either go too far into tactics or too far into just theoretical concepts. And it's important to have the right concepts, because then you have unlimited tactics and simple tactics that will allow you to get results no matter what and adapt to any scenario. So very specific scenario, a lot of times when you're overwhelmed with life, right? Work, family, a lot of emotional turbulence and turmoil. It becomes very difficult to be like, well, yeah, I'm going to work out and I'm going to take care of my body and eat right and track my calories and hit my protein. That becomes the last thing on your mind. What instead most of us do is we look for simple, or we look for something that will comfort us, even if it's a fraction of a second. A lot of times that's food, for other people it might be different things, whatever it is, alcohol. Now, if I understand that I show up better in my life, if I, at the very least, my body is where I want it to be, and I feel comfortable, and I look good, and I feel good, okay? But life is a little tumultuous at the moment, and and even if when we have equanimity, right, and we have evenness of temper, not getting too high, not getting too low, we still sometimes need to use the simplest tactics so that we can continuously get results, right? I don't want to have to depend on some huge emotional thing, navigating some huge emotional thing to then go and, I want to take all the friction out. So if I can simplify, the easy things that I already do, burritos, air fryer stuff, chicken tenders, tacos, if I can simplify even that, because at this moment right now in my own life, there's so much going on. If I can simplify that and still eat something that is high in protein, high in enjoyment, low in calories, I free up myself to continuously feel better. I don't need to depend on feeling really good and having some time to go do this, right? So tactics. The main tactic that I've been sharing a lot, and this has been just my go-to, is just Greek yogurt. Because you don't need to think. You can go anywhere, pick up one of those. That's a big one. They didn't have the smaller one, but usually I'll get, 2 or 3 of the small ones, or there's a middle size, and I'll get that, which is like 56 grams of protein. I have cups in my car at all times. I have spoons, and I have Crystal Light. This is going to let me get, this particular one I'm trying new. Usually I'll get like 60 grams of protein, done. And it tastes amazing, because when you put that water in that Crystal Light and thin it up a little bit, amazing. So I'm going to try this, because this, for just the fat is a little bit higher. There is some fat in this, but in exchange for that fat, I'm getting 125 grams of protein. And the fat will come out to 14. So 14 grams of fat for 125 grams of protein. I'll take that. And carbs come out to about the same. It's about 6 grams per serving. I keep this guy in the car, throw some of this in here, put water in it, put a Crystal Light, drink it. keeps me occupied. I don't need to think about, oh, I got to go home and make stuff. I got to do this. Now, so this is this, again, going back to the 7P framework, okay? Planning produces peace in the problems and the tumultuousness. If I take 5 seconds to be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to grab some Greek yogurt. I have my cup and everything in the car. It's all good. I don't need to worry about not only dealing with a whole bunch of things, but then also trying to figure out how am I going to go home and make a bunch of food. Now, the second part of the 7P framework is prioritizing protein produces possibilities. So since I can have this, and I'm gonna get all my protein. I'm gonna show you actually how I'm about to get 55 plus 120. I'm about to get close to 180 grams of protein between two things. That's gonna leave me with pretty much all my fat and carbs. So what does that mean? That means at the end of the day, when someone typically has eaten a bunch of crap or not eaten, and they just go and eat a whole pizza and just, blow 3,000-4,000 calories, and then they feel shittier, and then they do it again. Spilled some yogurt. I'm gonna know that, I have 1,000 calories I can use here. I'm gonna use them on something that will give me some. So now when I eat that comfort, it will not have this other side of it, which I'm like, I ate this, I messed up my goal, I'm gonna feel shittier now, so I'm gonna downward spiral. This time, that same item, let's say for me it'll be, I've been doing this recently a lot. A McDonald's hamburger and either French fries or 4-piece chicken nuggets. Now when I eat that, it's all good. It's all good. Or another one I could fit in there is a Western bacon cheeseburger. And so now, since I know those calories and they fit into my daily allotment, I'm still making progress. That's the power of the 7P framework. And then what this allows you to do, you get to focus on what your life is like, trying to figure out your life and trying to simplify your life. That's my biggest priority right now, I have literally 15 different things, that I have seemingly obligated myself to. And I need to start to organize and simplify a lot of those things, right? And so this allows me to step by step go ahead and show up to those things and do them to the best of my ability. And so then when that time comes, which it will come, I will have back my time, my energy, my attention. Now I can peacefully move forward to, okay, I don't need to do 150 grams from, these types of things. And I can go back to, I want to spend time in the kitchen and make something on the skillet, make my burritos, enchiladas. So this is tools. These are tools. And if you know how to use the tools and you have the right frameworks, you are resilient no matter the situation, no matter the circumstance. So I'll give you the second piece of this, okay? Again, this can be found in a lot of places. Walmarts, Targets, Whole Foods. But the macros on this are ridiculous. This entire bag has 12 grams of fat, no carbs, and 55 grams of protein. Pork rinds. Since I like a little bit of flavor in my life, I just picked up one of these guys, Chipotle. I don't like the other Tabasco sauces, but I do like the Chipotle one. Poured a bunch in a cup. Amazing. Those ones I left a little bit longer, but gives me a little bit of crunch. I don't need to think. But anyways, this is how it's done. Okay. And so this is what I really focus on with my clients. And this is what they find is like, they find out how easy making progress is. They find out how easy it is to get lean. I've been talking about this a lot, is your assumptions are keeping you where you are at. Your assumptions that you need to work out hard and you need to eat really healthy. You don't even allow yourself to see these possibilities. And by the way, this is delicious. I'm not sacrificing anything. Okay? And so that's what I focus on with my clients, and, you know, with anybody who I talk to who, you know, whether it's a one call consultation or a deep dive, which I do a lot of that. Like, we've been doing a lot of deep dives on, like, you know, one conversation about figuring out what you need to do, what are you trying to do, what's your roadblocks, whatever. Although a lot of those people do end up becoming clients because that call is so valuable. But this is what I help them see. Different perspectives built on solid foundations and physics. What do you experience? You experience peaceful progress and permanent progress. So if you have any questions about coaching and consultations or whatever, get into the link below. Send me a message. You can always find me on Instagram, rambeer.sangera. And I will see you in the next one.